So we're going to be looking at making the resource for our learning and teaching activity 2. So we're going to be making a 3D model of a standard door. So to do that, we're first going to have to make a 2D sketch of the front face of what the door is. So like we covered in the previous week, first thing we have to do is select our front plane. So if we click on front plane over here and we go normal 2, it's going to give us a front view here of the surface we're going to be working on. So the front plane is going to show the face of the door, which shows the most information. So once we have that selected, normal 2, we're going to go up here to sketch and we're going to collect the shape you want. Okay, so you can use a line, but you can use a rectangle too, which will be quicker. So we're going to go to the origin here, so that where these arrows meet, it should catch on like that. You can just do a random rectangle like that. So if we go over to the side here and tick, we're going to go up to smart dimension then, and we had mentioned our measurements were the height of the door. It's going to be 1800 millimeters, so 1800. Click enter, and then this measurement here is going to be 1000 millimeters or 1 meter. So we can see the black lines here, which means it's fully defined. So we can just click this here. So that's going to be the front face of the door. So next, what we're going to do is, once the smart dimension done, we're going to go over here to features. We're going to extrude it here, which means we're going to turn this 2D image of a rectangle into a 3D image, so it'll be a cuboid, which will look more like a door. So when you click extrude, it brings us here to this measurement. So that's going to be the depth of the door. So we're going to change that. If you use the up arrow here, go up to 70 mil. So once that's set, you can see the depth of it here. You just click the tick there at the top. So now if we zoom in there, you can move it around. It just looks like a big block there like that. Okay, so we want to do then next, we want to add some of the features of the door. So they're kind of made up of rectangles here that are cut into it. So to do that, we're going to do the same as we did last time. We're going to go to front plane, normal 2. So zoom out and zoom in so you can see the whole door. So your normal 2, we're going to click this face here. So this is the front face of the door. So what we do next, we're going to add a sketch of rectangles all over this front face. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to sketch. What I'd like to do is, if you click the drop down arrow beside line and you use a center line, you go up along this top line here and see this little orange circle here, that's the center. So we're going to make it down there, it should catch on. Bring it straight down, it shows you that yellow line there, straight down to the bottom. So now that's a center line. So press escape, it'll stop the line. That line is going straight through the middle of the door. So we're going to do the exact same. So you're going to go line, center line, go along this line here, and we're going to do the same again. So now you have the midpoint of the height of the door and the width of the door there as well. So we're going to use that. We're only going to have to draw one rectangle, and we're going to just project them all over. So if you click over here, do a rectangle of any size, click OK. Same as previous time, you're going to go smart dimension. So we're going to set this to 300 mil. Enter. Then we're going to go to 500 mil. Enter. Then that's going to be the overall length of a rectangle. We want to position it then, so we're going to go from here to here. It is going to be 120. And then from top to bottom, it is going to be 120 also. Okay, so now it's fully black, this shape, so it's fully defined. So we're going to click OK. So now we want to project this shape over to this side and underneath as well. So to do that, we're going to mirror this image here. So if you go up to the top, mirror entities, and over on the side here, this blue box, entities to mirror. So that's the shape you want to project over. So if you just go to this rectangle we've done here, and it highlights the whole lot, the 4 lines of it. Then we want to mirror it about, so where are you going to project it over from? So if you click that box, and if we use this line first, just click it, it should highlight, and it's projected over like that. So we're going to give that a tick, we're happy there. So now we have a rectangle here and here, the same size and the same distance from either end. So next we want to project it to the bottom. So to do that, we're going to go back into mirror entities, entities to mirror. Now we're going to click the 2 rectangles, and we're mirroring it about this line here. Okay, so now it's a mirror on the top to bottom and a mirror from left to right as well. So we'll give that a tick. So next we're going to cut out these shapes. So we set the depth of the door is 70 mil. So we're going to cut out about 30 mil, I think should be good. So if we go to features, so we've used extruded base, now we're going over extruded cut. So it's already highlighted that sketch because we had it open. So it's the 4 rectangles here. So that's going to cut 70 mil, it has it set to. We don't want that because that's going to cut through the door, okay? So we're going to use the arrow, drop it down to 30 mil, should be plenty. And we'll give it a tick there like that, okay? So as you can see, there's a hole cut out of the door like that. You can see the depth, but there's sharp angles here, okay? So that's not really what a door is like. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add kind of a rounded effect to the outside of these lines here, okay? So we're going to go to features again. We're going to go up here to fillet. So it highlights this box on the left in blue, says fillet. So that wants to know what lines are we going to fillet here, okay? So if you zoom into your drawing and you just select all of these 4 lines on the 4 rectangles here. So take your time. So there's the top one's done. Then if we go down to the bottom, okay, so we delete that face there. Okay, and okay, so now we have all of these edges we want to fillet. So if we go down then on the left hand side, it should be already set to 10 mil there, okay, so that should be alright. So if we go up and we click the green tick here, as you can see, this is now rounded here, so it's not a sharp edge. Okay, and it's the same on all 4 of them. So next, so it still looks like a door now. So the one thing we're missing here is the material, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to right click. We're going to go up to this box here, so it's blue, red and green with a pencil appearances. We're going to click that, and we're going to click body, okay? So that's the whole object there. It's going to bring us this menu here on the right, so appearances. So if we want to go to wood, you're going to go to organic, then wood, and we might go with a nice oak door. So it shows you different types, shows you what they look like. So if we go maybe just a polished oak, should be nice, double click it, and you can see it's changed there, okay? So you can go over to the left, click your OK. So now this is what a standard door does look like. So this is what they make in the workshop, and then before it goes out they'll add a handle and a lock as well, okay? It'll be fitted to whatever size to fit the house. So that is our 3D model of our door, okay?